Now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. We learned an important update to the Wisconsin COVID-19 vaccine rollout today. The State Department of Health Services announced everyone over the age of 65 will be eligible for the vaccine starting this Monday. DHS officials say prioritizing this older population will help save lives. The numbers have shown the demographic is significantly more likely to be hospitalized or worse if they catch COVID-19. However, the health department cautioned how quickly they can vaccinate people depends on how many doses they receive from the federal government. There are about 700,000 people age 65 and older in Wisconsin, and right now the state receives about 70,000 vaccines of first dose each week. In addition to the over 65 crowd, frontline healthcare workers, those in long-term care facilities, police and fire personnel are all eligible for the vaccine in Wisconsin. The new age requirement comes as Aspirus is beginning to ramp up their own facilities to begin community vaccinations. So far, Aspirus says they have distributed about 7,000 doses across the state. The clinic is currently in the planning period with county health officials figuring out how they can best distribute the vaccine to everyone in the public.
We anticipate having to really help, the health department, that they probably will not have the ability to vaccinate a large amount. We know what our county's demographics look like, and we'll need to plan on that, those kind of numbers.
Much like DHS mentioned, Aspirus says getting enough doses for everyone in the community may take some time.
At this point, the limit is really based on those who qualify within each tier and the amount of vaccine that we receive at Aspirus. On a weekly basis, put in a request to the state for allocation, and then depending upon where the state is at and making sure that vaccine gets distributed across the entire state, we find out what we're going to receive.
To make sure the distribution is done safely and given to as many people as possible, Aspirus will be expanding their clinic hours moving forward. All right, now for our first check of weather with Newswatch 12 meteorologist Jeff Weller. Jeff, where are you today?
Hey, Justin, I'm here at the YMCA, the Northwoods, with some really good news to share. You got to wait, though, till the main weather comes in a commercial break. But until then, we have some cloud cover out there now that's starting to fall apart across our neck of the woods. In fact, look outside right now here in Lake Tomahawk, here we are, and look at this. We have clear skies across the area now. The sun set at 4:46. The breaks in the clouds will allow temperatures to really drop tonight with single-digit low temperatures once again. Out there right now, though, look at today. A cold day for sure, a below average day, and it's been rare so far this winter with 10 right now in Rhinelander, 12 in Leona, 14 for Wausau. So yeah, it's a cold day for us today. Tomorrow, though, warmer as we kick in a south wind tomorrow morning that could gust near 25 miles per hour throughout the day. Satellite picture shows lots of clouds across the area today, but beginning to break up now. The clear skies, the light winds, a snowpack in place will allow for single-digit low temperatures tonight. There are several systems to the west of us right now, though those will likely bring us a little bit, and I mean a little bit of snow tomorrow night into the day on probably Friday as well. But again, they're very weak systems now with not much snow in the forecast anytime soon. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies, to partly cloudy skies and cold with low temperatures down near 2 below. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. The American Library Association recently awarded grants, 200 of them, to rural libraries nationwide. They focus specifically on libraries in smaller, more rural communities. In 2 local libraries, the Antigo Public Library and the Three Lakes Demmer Memorial Library, both received grants, $3,000 each, and they're using them in different ways. In Antigo, they purchased a meeting room owl, acts as a speaker, microphone, and 360-degree camera. The library director says it's much needed for them.
That's something that rural communities just traditionally struggle with, is just the distance between people. And we really hope that shrinking that distance with the use of our technology or the bifocal kits will really bring the residents of Langley County together.
The bifocal, meaning folks, is another thing they're using with the money for. The meeting room owl can also be used for Zoom meetings. In Three Lakes, the Demmer Memorial Library is using the grant money to conduct informal interviews.
We want to hear from people about their experiences, either what they've really enjoyed about volunteering, places that they have volunteered at, or things, maybe reasons that they haven't been able to volunteer or haven't been interested in volunteering, what keeps them from volunteering.
The Demmer Memorial Library hopes to start their virtual meetings in February or March of this year. A Sugar Camp man convicted to 3 years in prison for a deadly hit and run will soon be free only 11 months after his sentencing. Jeffrey Liebscher pleaded guilty to hitting and killing Sean Holtzlander in August of 2019. This letter from the Department of Corrections Office of Victim Services and Programs was sent to Dorothy Holtzlander, Sean's mom, notifying her that Liebscher has been admitted to a release program. She says Liebscher went from Dodge Correctional Facility directly to this residential treatment facility, and Holtzlander says after completing his 3rd treatment period in this facility, Liebscher will be released soon. In a statement obtained by WJFW, Liebscher says of his potential release, in part, quote, "Time and time again, the court had the opportunity to deliver true justice to the man that forever silenced Sean, the man that took away a young man with limitless potential. But time and time again, the court leaned over backwards to make sure that Jeffrey Liebscher got the most lenient of sentences," end quote. Holtzlander says she has many concerns about the criminal case and has also filed a civil suit. Northwoods Habitat for Humanity plans to move their annual auction to social media this year, following the same outline that small businesses use to help keep them afloat in 2020. Bids for Build will take place over the next 3 weeks on Facebook. The purpose is to help raise funds for Habitat for Humanity, which they will use to help build homes for those in need. Meg Sprexel, who organized a similar auction called Small Biz Bids, says despite the pandemic, moving the auction to social media can help expand the possibility for those to get involved.
It's opening up a whole new world of, possible volunteers and donations and sponsorships in order to provide housing to people that are less fortunate or maybe unable to purchase a new home themselves.
This first auction will begin Thursday, January 21st at 6 p.m. and ends Saturday at 8. To bid, you simply join the Facebook group Bids for Builds and place your bid on the photo of the item you'd like to be considered for. Donations for the auction came from businesses all across the Northwoods.
Each week, we will have 20 items available for auction. We have lots of custom artwork and home decor. We have gift certificates, a bathroom vanity, Y memberships, and even a brand new kitchen.
If you don't have social media but would still like to participate, the group recommends just partnering up with a friend who does have an account. If you have any questions, you can reach out to Meg Sprexel directly. One Northwoods boy, it seems, has a heart of gold as he's gathering blankets for children battling cancer. We'll take a closer look at his story and how you can lend a hand. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. Next on Newswatch 12 at 5.
The modern farmhouse look is here to stay.
And we have it for less at Slumberland Furniture.
Use a beige or light gray sofa as your base to build on.
Add home-style pillows and unique farmhouse accessories.
Get your current look for less at Slumberland Furniture.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living from the injuries I sustained. During my road to recovery, it was a challenge, mostly trying to figure out what life would be like with my new physical injuries. But throughout that road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families. In most cases, there is a loved one back at home who has to drop everything they're doing to be at that veteran's bedside. And of course, there are huge financial burdens that come along with that. After veterans come through the Coalition's program, they are ready to be back into society, ready to go back to work, and ready to be a leader in their own community.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
Incredible savings on mattresses during the January mattress sale at Slumberland Furniture. Start your year off with a great night's sleep. Get a Sealy Memory Foam Queen mattress for $349. Comes conveniently in a box. The January mattress sale at Slumberland.
There you are. Welcome back, my friends. We are here at the YMCA the Northwoods in the gymnastics room with Sammy Hewell, who is a branch manager for CoVantage Credit Union, and Ryan Zitlow, the CEO of the YMCA the Northwoods. And we have some great news to share with you. And CoVantage Credit Union, or CoVantage Cares Foundation, is a big part of this news. So, Sammy, what's the great news we're sharing?
The great news is that we have raised $104,714.94 to give to the Y Foundation, or the Brighter Futures Foundation for the Y.
That's over 100,000 of the goal. The goal, of course, is 2 million. We're at 1.5 million right now. And Ryan, where does that money go?
Well, right in here in this room, when it's an investment back into our future. It's going to help youth and teens in our community really have an opportunity to grow and thrive. So we're in this room as a gymnastics center now, but in our vision and reality of the future, what this room will become is a space for youth and teens to be able to come in for enrichment opportunities, different clubs in a space for them to be able to drop in a safe environment here at the Y in order to grow.
Yeah, and CoVantage Cares has been a part of the community now for a very long time, over 5 years. Every year it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Why did you decide to get involved with this organization, Sammy?
We take a look at the organizations that serve in the communities that we serve, and we look at what they're doing to enrich the communities that we serve.
So the money stays local, and we all know that the YMCA is the beating heart of a community. And Ryan, where is that money going? We're already seeing parts of it in the building now, right?
Yeah, our Building for the Future capital campaign, which we couldn't get to where we are right now without CoVantage Cares and the CoVantage Cares Foundation. In looking at that, it's allowed us to expand and open up additional early learning childcare spaces here for our community, and to really serve families with their kids at the youngest age that are necessary. It's allowed us to open up teen and youth opportunities as we go forward and continue to have those big visions that we have become a reality. Also, in supporting our adults' health and wellness, our 24/7 access to our wellness center, and really hitting anybody in whatever time they need in order to take a mental break and a physical break.
Such a worthwhile cause. Ryan, Sammy, thank you so much for all you're doing. Both integral parts of our community, and we appreciate all your efforts. Thank you very much. Let's talk weather right now, if we can. Back with me. Look at these snowfall amounts so far this snow season, and we are only at 24.6 inches of snow, and that's well behind last year's schedule. In fact, last year today, we had over 55 inches that had already fallen in Rhinelander, so we're starting to race the clock now. As you know, we're getting into later parts of January. All right, today, though, we're not melting any snow at all. Temperatures are hanging out in the teens, a rare cold day for us across the Northwoods today. And we're just getting started, too. We'll have low temperatures tonight down below 0, but rebound nicely tomorrow. Check out the average low is 3 this time of the year. The record low is 33 below. We just haven't seen cold like that at all this year so far, as you know, and that sunset there at 4:46 in the afternoon. All right, so outside right now, temperature-wise, it's 10 in Rhinelander, also in Tomahawk, 12 in Medford. So that strange noise you hear is probably your furnace kicking in tonight as we kick in a breeze as well. Be a little drafty by your windows by tomorrow morning with low temperatures down, most likely below 0 for most of us by tomorrow morning. Here's that trend. We're going to rebound tomorrow up near 30 tomorrow and for Thursday, and then right back down again for Friday and Saturday with a snow system likely in the area somewhere across the Great Lakes on Sunday. That could bring us some snow then. All right, but out there today, there's a little bit of snow to the south of us today in Chicago, Milwaukee, Mass. I reported snow earlier. Just some flurries across the Northwoods. We could see a dusting of snow still this evening, but most of us are breaking into some clear skies out there right now. The bigger picture shows lots of little systems out there to the west of us now. Those are all kind of rotating through an area of high pressure to the north of us. That'll keep us chilly, but also keep every other day chance for a couple light snow showers in there. But again, there's nothing big coming our way anytime soon. You know, we could get through this entire week, really, the next 7 to 10 days, without maybe 2 or 3 inches of snow at all. So here's a forecast model that runs through Saturday. basically saying, hey, an inch or two of snow is all you're going to get between now and Saturday. That is not, or that's pretty unusual for this time of the year. Our forecast then for tonight, though, was a cold one, right? Mostly cloudy skies to partly cloudy skies. A couple of flurries left over. You could see a dusting of snow with low temperatures down near 2 below. For tomorrow, all right, so 28. So a big difference compared with today, right? With high temperatures in the upper 20s tomorrow. A couple of you could make low 30s, but it's going to be breezy tomorrow. That southwest wind could gust near 30, making that 30-degree temperature feel much colder all day long tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows a lot going on here, right? Just kidding. Up and down temperatures, kind of quiet weather-wise, with maybe some snow getting back in the forecast late Saturday and then lingering through Sunday to Monday of next week. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. After being diagnosed with leukemia, a young kid named Eli Kassler and his team started Believe 15. Their mission is to help kids and families like Eli's raise money for research into pediatric cancer. They say the organization is named after Eli's own mantra.
My daughter came up with sort of like a mantra for him, and that was Believe 15. So she came up with the Believe because it's got Eli in it, right? And then 15 has been tied to him since he was very young as his hockey number.
The team just wrapped up one of their regular blood drives. COVID moved the Unite and Fight run, which they often hold, online last year. But Kassler is hopeful they can have it in person this fall. The big project now, a bedsheet drive called Soft Sheets, Sweet Dreams.
We asked Eli, because Eli's the one who went through the treatment. What was important to you when you were in the hospital? What was the one things or the couple of things that made you comfortable or made your stay there better? And Soft Sheets was his answer.
Kassler says you can head to their website, believe15.com, to donate. You can also mail donations of Soft Sheets to their P.O. box or drop them off in person at Imbalance Chiropractic in Anago. The sheet drive runs until Valentine's Day. Well, it's time to get out the butter and salt because today is National Popcorn Day. To celebrate, Newswatch 12's Megan Mamlock spoke to folks at one local business that specializes in the treat.
Just popping in at Minocqua Popcorn and Puff, where today is National Popcorn Day. And what better than to try their most popular flavor of cheese popcorn.
Speaking of which, here's a fun fact about popcorn.
You could take a 100-year-old kernel and still pop it. As long as the moisture content was right, you could still pop it. So popcorn never goes bad.
Minocqua Popcorn and Puff has been in business since 2004, and for the past 9 years, it has been under the ownership of Nancy and Jim Westcott. They have additional stores in Eagle River and in San Diego, California.
We probably have over 50 in our repertoire. We only keep about 6 or 7 in our bins, but then we always have at least 16 on our wall of our specialty limited edition type flavors.
It's one of the favorite snacks. When I'm looking for a snack, it's popcorn.
The pandemic has inspired the Popcorn Shop to expand their store website as more people were buying online and we're seeing less in-store sales as well as holiday corporate gift-giving orders.
The thing that really helped us during the pandemic was our customers, which we call our popcorn friends. They all supported us tremendously during this time. We would send out coupon codes and they would respond, we don't want to use the coupon code, we just want you to stay in business.
As the pandemic worsened, it canceled many events that the small businesses rely on for a boost in sales.
Lost a lot of events, which a lot of the small businesses, thrive on those. And I think that lost some energy to the town, which was kind of sad. Hopefully we'll bounce back next year and have the events bigger and better.
The Popcorn Shop began networking with other small businesses and the Chamber of Commerce to help one another out.
We also had area business people who came together and helped us get supplies, took our product and put them in their stores, Save More grocery store. Another company, Dan's Fudge, who we started to sell their ice cream in our Eagle River location. If it wasn't for the pandemic, we probably wouldn't have done that.
The pandemic has made Minocqua Popcorn and Puff expand their online presence and get creative with bringing in new customers, such as adding their Puff snack. In Minocqua, Megan Mamlock, Newswatch 12.
Tomorrow is Inauguration Day, so with less than 24 hours left in the Trump presidency, we'll take a look at how he is spending that time and what you can look for tomorrow, coming up after the break.
The $6 million stimulus sell-off is now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 65% off doorbuster mattresses. Plus, pay as little as $25 a month interest-free for up to 6 years on luxury sleep systems. Stretch your stimulus check further at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Living with metastatic breast cancer
means being relentless.
Because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are pregnant or nursing.
Every day matters.
And I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
I drive 65,000 miles each year in my bus. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. You don't want to be in the blind spot of a 40,000-pound bus when I have less than a second to react. I do what I can by changing lanes and taking turns slowly. It really helps when people look out for me, too. Give me room to operate safely. It's our roads. It's our safety.
The $6 million stimulus sell-off is now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 65% off doorbuster mattresses. Plus, pay as little as $25 a month interest-free for up to 6 years on luxury sleep systems. Stretch your stimulus check further at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
The Wisconsin Assembly technically came together today for Governor Evers' requested special session to modernize the state's unemployment system. They didn't really meet. They gavelled in and gavelled out within seconds. Evers has called for the legislature to pass a roughly $5 million bill to help fix the backlog of unemployment claims in the state, a topic many Republicans have criticized Evers for not fixing. However, they believe Evers should just fix the problem himself without a new bill. Today, President Trump commemorated his last full day in office with a farewell address posted on the White House's YouTube page, where he said he is praying for the incoming administration's success to help keep America safe and prosperous, adding, quote, "We did what we came here to do and so much more." Alice Barr has details from a busy day in Washington.
In the final hours of the Trump presidency, the man who entered the White House with daily made-for-TV moments started his last full day behind closed doors, out of sight for a week. Among President Trump's closing acts, weighing pardons and commutations for potentially dozens of people, including high-profile allies. Sources telling NBC News that for now, the president is not expected to issue a preemptive pardon for himself or his family members. He is planning a red carpet send-off for himself tomorrow morning that could include a color guard, a military band, and a 21-gun salute. The early exit making him the first president in more than 150 years to skip his successor's inauguration. Also the first U.S. president to face an impeachment trial after leaving office. President Trump has a shrinking group of aides and advisors to plan his defense. Republican Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell reconvening the Senate today with these searing words about the Capitol siege.
The mob was fed lies. They were provoked by the president and other powerful people.
Meanwhile, President-elect Joe Biden arriving in Washington today under a heavy security presence.
I'm truly honored to be your next president.
As he prepares to take the oath of office and take on historic crises in a deeply divided nation.
Play your way. Dine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution.
Replace your problem windows and save big with this limited time offer and attractive financing. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living from the injuries I sustained. During my road to recovery, it was a challenge, mostly trying to figure out what life would be like with my new physical injuries. But throughout that road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families. In most cases, there is a loved one back at home who has to drop everything they're doing to be at that veteran's bedside. And of course, there are huge financial burdens that come along with that. After veterans come through the Coalition's program, they are ready to be back into society, ready to go back to work, and ready to be a leader in their own community.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
Uncork the laughter of antenna TV. Classic characters. Memorable laughs. The comedies of Antenna TV, Funny TV, How It Was Meant to Be.
The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. NBC Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
If you've been screaming on the inside for the last 10 months or so, you can now do it for all the world to hear. Just Scream is a hotline phone number that lets you scream as loud as you want for as long as you want and then just hang up. The call is then recorded and saved on the website, Just Scream, for everyone to hear. It started by an elementary school teacher who just wanted to let people reduce stress. It's had over 70,000 calls so far. All right, thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News is next. We'll see you back here again at 6 with more news and weather.